Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Ashley. How you doing?
Very good, thank you.
Good, good. Let me see here. Before we start, I would like to let you know um, what I'm doing. I would like you to know that I'm a student. I would like to know that I would like you to know that I'm a student, trying to complete my master's degree in professional counseling, and I am currently practicing counseling techniques. And this our session here will be recorded. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. And also, I would like you to know that only my professor and my classmates will be able to view the tape. And after the semester is over with, then we will destroy the tape.
Okay.
Okay? And I would like you to know that um, my counseling has limitation because I'm a graduating student, and also, however, I would like for you to work with me to achieve the best possible way to resolve uh, to what will help possible results for you.
Okay.
Okay. And also, I would like for you to know your rights as a client. I will go ahead and read it for you, so that way you know. I see that you have already gone through it, and your signature is here, so
Yes.
you've gone through it, you've taken time to go through it. But I'll go ahead and read it for you, so that's a formality,
Okay.
okay? All right, so it is your right at any time to inquire about the process and procedure being used in our counseling relationship. And however, at any point, you may refuse or request to change any of my suggestions if you don't like it. And also, at any point, if you're not satisfied with my services, you can talk to me about it, or you can talk to my supervisor, Dr. Elsa Leggett. And our email is on here,
Okay.
okay? And also, once you have begun counseling with me, there is no obligation to continue. You have the right to discontinue at any time. And although I ask that you participate in the termination process with me, okay? And should you have any desire for another therapist, one will be provided. My services are rendered in professional manner and in consistent with the ethical standard of the American Counseling Association. If you have any complaint concerning malpractice, you can contact my supervisor, Dr. Elsa Leggett, and our email is here, and I'll give you a copy of this statement, the disclosure
Okay.
statement.
Thank you.
Okay. And another thing is confidentiality. What we say here stays here. And the only reason why the confidentiality rule will be broken is when I see that you are in imminent danger to yourself or to another, or if you report a child or elder abuse or neglect, if your record is being subpoenaed by the court, and also if you disclose sexual contact of a mental health provider with whom you have professional relationship, and also if the information is requested by your insurance company, I will provide information for them. And if I am directed by you in writing, if you want me to release it to somebody, I will do that. And if you bring a malpractice suit against me, you will be released. Okay. So here, let me see here. Let me see your intake here. It says you have not been treated by a psychiatrist, okay? And you have not been hospitalized by a medical. That's good. And let me see. So tell me, what can I help you with? Why are you here?
Well, I recently moved into the city, and so it's just been a little bit difficult to kind of get used to the traffic and the new school, and I'm currently doing my master's program. So there's been a lot of changes in my life recently. I just got married a month and a half ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And so, with all of this comes a lot of responsibilities on my behalf too. and I had to quit my job in order to come here and pursue my master's degree. And that's kind of backlashing now on me, not having a job and now being part of my own family. I just feel very stressed with that situation, and I've been looking for jobs, and everybody says that I can find one and that there's a lot of job opportunities in here, but I just can't seem to find one, and that's getting me frustrated, and I'm starting to doubt myself, and my capabilities.
So starting over, moving from another city to Houston here, and everything together, looking for a job stresses you out.
Yes.
So how do you cope with that?
Well, I've been trying to spend time on myself just because I have a lot of time to spare, right? And I've been working out a little bit. I practice yoga, and I think that helps me just to relax and bring myself in the present moment and kind of just like leaving everything aside and focusing on you know on the good things in life. And that's something that I've been doing. I've just been spending a lot of time with myself. My husband goes to work, so I stay by myself at home, and I just have enough time to learn to play an instrument. That's what I'm doing, and just continuing with the schoolwork. I've been really focused on that because of the time that I have. So I've been just trying to find that balance and kind of don't feel guilty about the circumstances.
So how do you feel after you work on your yoga and you exercise and you do everything? How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel happy. I feel relaxed. I sometimes get to practice yoga with my husband, although he doesn't like it. And that's a fun time, that's a fun time together. And even if I'm doing it by myself, that's something that I like doing. And before I didn't have time to do it, or I will be very tired. And so now it's just nice, to have that time for myself.
So doing yoga makes you happy?
Yes.
That's good. Let me look at here, say doing recent exploring. I see here, I'm going through your history, and here you said you have 8. It's a career concern. Oh, you just mentioned that it's a career concern and goals and choice. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I I did my undergrad in psychology, and I always wanted to do psychology, and I applied for master programs, right? Also in psych, specifically in counseling psych, and I am just a little bit afraid that might not be what I am destined to do. I
You're afraid
Yes,
about what?
I'm just afraid of not making the right choice. I am afraid of just that. I'm liking my classes and I'm having fun, but what about if I am not good at it? Or what about if I can't find a job?
What makes you think you can't find a job if you get in the field?
I don't know. I just been seeking for a job in the past month, and everything requires licensure, and it just seems to be very competitive.
That's true. Everything, yeah, especially in this area, you have to have a license, LCP, LPC, or social work. You have to be certified to
Mhm.
get a job in this field. But it's normal, and in time you will get to. As soon as you finish your
Yeah.
degree, hopefully, you
Yes.
will get something with your
Mhm.
certification.
Yeah, it just seems to be very competitive, and it just seems to be the more licensed you are, right, the better opportunities you have as well. But I don't know. I'm just afraid that I might not. Um, I just might not get to my goal.
Tell me how you will feel if you get after you graduated and you get your license and you got a job. How without be any will you feel any different? Feeling?
Yes, definitely. That is something that would not only make me proud, but I really want to make my parents proud. I feel like sometimes they're also a little bit hesitant, although they support me on what I want and what I want to do, right? And not only in my professional sphere, but also on my personal environment. They always support me, but I think that they feel a little bit with that stigma in psychology, and I just want to prove them that that this is a profession just like anybody or any other profession, that this is as important as any other profession, and that this is something that I could do, and you know, just make them proud.
So your parents' opinion concerns you.
Yes.
Okay, so you want to make them proud.
Yes.
That's good. And I see here also that you are very close to your mom. You have a good relationship to your mom
Yes.
and to your dad, and I see why you want to make them proud.
Mhm.
And I know you must love your parents very well.
Yes.
So you want them to be proud of you too.
And I'm
That's
the
good.
oldest
Oh.
from the siblings, so I need to set the example for my younger brothers as
How many
well.
other siblings do you have?
I just have two younger brothers.
Oh, two boys.
Mhm.
That's good. That's good. Okay, and also I see. Oh, I see you like say you like yourself. That's good. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I like enjoying life. I like staying happy. I like, you know, being positive around myself and others. I just like to bring that you know, smiles on people, and I like to make others happy. And I think that's what brings me here. I just want for everyone to, you know, I'm just this hopeless romantic that wants everyone just to be
Mhm.
happy, and I think that we are, you know, we have the capabilities and we have all the tools to, you know, to live a plenty and happy life. And although there might be some things that we can't control and some things that, you know, just life has to happen, we have the ability to you know, drive ourselves into a positive force, and drive ourselves into just a better self, and I think that's like my, you know, motivation to keep life.
Here you have written down here you're seeking counseling due to increased stress
Yes.
and due to and unemployment status, and of which of course you have already touched on. You are concerned and you feel that you're thinking, doubting yourself if you're in the right field, and that the competition is very high, and that um, everything you've been looking for jobs, and everybody needs certification. You have to be licensed to do the job you're looking for, and you really want a job in the area, in the field. However, you're doubting yourself, which is normal. You're a little bit anxious about the outcome of your education, where you will land, with, you know, if you get a job, and also you're concerned about your parents. You want to make your parents proud because your parents have doubt in your field. They want you to do something else, evidently, and then you are telling them this is what you want to do, and you really want to prove them wrong because it's a good field and you like to be in the field.
Yeah.
And also, you said your husband works, and but you don't. And the way you cope with stress is doing yoga and exercising, and you like to sing. You say you
I'm learning to play an
play
instrument.
music, instruments, which is a good thing. That's a good coping mechanism that you have. So it's good that you have a way to, you know, relieve your stress, which is very good. And also, you said here you said doing research. How do you cope with it, with your stress? And you said you do research. Tell me about it.
Yes, that was in regards to not being able to find a job and just being, you know, second doubting myself with my career choice. I've been doing research on the type of licensures you can get, the type of programs that are here in the Houston area in case I want to change maybe into something more specific, whether it's still counseling but something more specific, or I'm also interested in other types of psychology, just like industrial organizations. So, you know, I've also been looking into that. I've met a couple of people that are in the field, so I've had the chance of you know, talking to them and kind of like asking questions about how they did it to get to where they are, and you know, just like the strengths and weaknesses of the field. And so that's what I've been doing.
Okay, is that what you call shadowing?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about shadowing.
Yeah, it's more of I guess networking, just like
Okay.
meeting people. So kind of like, you know, following the shadow of people who have gotten to where I
Enjoy.
want to be. That's what I
That's
call it,
good.
shadowing.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you're on the right track. Okay, and here you said decision. You have 8 on decision making, indecisions.
Yes, and I think I've been getting better at that, but at the beginning of the year, I was also very stressed about graduating. I was so stressed about it, and I was so worried about it that I just stayed one semester more in during my undergrad when I could have just, you know, graduated a semester earlier. But I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I was scared of, you know, taking the risk of coming to here. Um, First of all, getting married because, you know, it was a big step for me, and I knew that if I got married, I needed to come in. Well, not that I needed, but the best thing would be for me to come and live with my husband, and that implied moving away from home
Yeah.
7 hours, and you know, just leaving home, quitting my job, leaving my school, and there's just a lot of changes, and I just couldn't seem to make the right decision, and I would sometimes wake up with, you know, one thinking that I would do this, and then the other day or minutes later I was just thinking something else, and I think that that decision making problem, you know, just kind of like became a domino effect on the rest of my life. I just couldn't pick what shirt to wear. I couldn't pick, you know, just like simple stuff that I was just so afraid
So
to take
making
risks.
decision, you know,
Yeah.
this is just an intake session. So hopefully I will see you soon. We'll look at what you have here next time and see what we can do together so we can help you to relieve your stress.